And if you could just put mute, Prabhu, please, because there's a lot of noise in the background. That's it. Can I start? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mutirayet. Before reciting this Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayan, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Shrinvantan Svakatha Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Kiryantasto Hyabhadrani Vidunoti Suhirsatam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, the super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Nashtapraye Savadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtikim. By regular attendance in classes of the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 8, Lord Krishna shows the universal form within his mouth. Today we are going to cover texts 47 and 48. Pitero nanva vinedetam Krishna dadar bhake Krishna dadar bhakehitam Gayanti adyapi kavayo Yaluka sammalapaham. Synonyms. Pitero, the actual father and mother of Krishna. Na, not. Anvavindetam, enjoy. Krishna, of Krishna. Udara, magnanimous. Arvaka ihitam, the childhood pastimes he performed. Gayanti, are glorified. Adyapi, even today. Kavayaha, great sages and saintly persons. Yat, which is Loka Samala Abham, by hearing of which is the contamination of the whole material world is vanquished. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Siddhanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Although Krishna was so pleased with Vasudeva and Devaki that he descended as their son, they could not enjoy Krishna's magnanimous childhood pastimes, which are so great that simply chanting about them vanquishes the contamination of the material world. Nanda Maharaj and Yasoda, however, enjoyed these pastimes fully, and therefore their position is always better than that of Vasudeva and Devaki. Purport. Krishna actually took birth from the womb of Devaki, but just after his birth, he was transferred to the home of Mother Yasoda. Devaki could not even have Krishna suck her breast. Therefore, Parishik Maharaj was astonished. How had Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj become so fortunate that they enjoyed the complete childhood pastimes of Krishna which are still glorified by saintly persons? What had they done in the past by which they were elevated to such an exalted position? Text 48. Shishuka Uvacha Tanuvashanam Pravado Dadayam Bhadayashaham Karishyamana Adeshan Brahmanastam Uvachaham. Synonym. Shishuka Uvacha. Shishukadeva Goswami said, Drona, by the name Drona, Vasunam, of the 8 Vasus, a type of demigod. Pravadaham, who was the best. Daraya, with Dara. Bharyaya, his wife. Saha, with. Karishya Manaham, just to execute. Adeshan, the orders. Brahmana, of Lord Brahma. Tam, unto him. Uvacha, said. Ha, in the past. Translation. Sukadeva Goswami said, to follow the orders of Lord Brahma, Drona, the best of the Vasus, along with his wife Dara, spoke to Lord Brahma in this way. As stated in the Brahma Samhita 537, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Prativavita Ves Taveya Eva Nijarupataya Kalave Goloka Eva Nivasaste Akilatmam Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. When Krishna descends anywhere, he is accompanied by his own associates. These associates are not ordinary living beings. Krishna's pastimes are eternal, and when he descends, he comes with his associates. Therefore, Nanda and Mother Yasoda are the eternal father and mother of Krishna. This means that wherever Krishna descends, Nanda and Yasoda, as well as Vasudeva and Devaki, also descend as the Lord's father and mother. Their personalities are expansions of Krishna's personal body. They are not ordinary living beings. Maharaj Parikshit knew this, but he was curious to know from Sukadeva Goswami whether it is possible for an ordinary human being to come to this stage by sadhana siddhi. There are 2 kinds of perfection, nitya siddhi and sadhana siddhi. A nitya siddha is one who is eternally Krishna's associate, an expansion of Krishna's personal body, whereas sadhana siddha is an ordinary human being who, by executing pious activities and following regulative principles of devotional service, also comes to that stage. Thus, the purpose of Maharaj Parikshit's inquiry was to determine whether an ordinary human being can attain the position of Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj. Sukadeva Goswami answered these questions as follows. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanam Chalakayam Chakshurumilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasai Guru Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity to be of service this morning to serve Srimad Bhagavatam. So we've read how King Parikshit was amazed at the good, or I should say extraordinary, fortune of Mother Yasoda. And he asks Sukadeva Goswami what pious deeds she and Nanda Maharaj performed to deserve such intimate, loving association with the Supreme Lord Krishna. And in his purport, Srila Prabhupada quotes the Bhagavad Gita 7:16, O best among Bharatas, 4 kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desire of wealth, the inquisitive, those who are searching for the absolute. So, however, Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yasoda surpassed all of these categories because the relationship with Krishna was not motivated by need or by gain, but really by pure parental love, Vatsalya Bhava. And their love for Krishna is transcendental. It goes above and beyond these material senses. Although both are Krishna's parents, Mother Yasoda is described as Mahabhaga, the supremely fortunate, because she was never separated from Krishna. From his birth through his youth, she constantly cared for him, nurtured him, and even disciplined him with motherly affection. And then Nanda Maharaj, as the father, sometimes has to go away on duties, has to go out and work. But um, Mother Yasoda's closeness was uninterrupted. And this is a key word, uninterrupted. Devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted. So even when Krishna was growing and living elsewhere, he would return to Vrindavan and sit on her lap, showing that her bond with him was eternal and uniquely intimate. I mean, we just have to immerse ourselves in the beautiful Damodar Lila to see how the Lord is interacting with Mother Yasoda. He is doing all kinds of mischievous things. He's stealing the butter. He's breaking the pots. He's feeding the monkeys. And when she's going to chastise him, he's scared. He's scared of his mother. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is hiding in fear of Mother Yasoda. And when she sees the scene, out of concern that the little naughty one might run away, he allows her to tie him to a mortar. So with the exception of Radharani, no one else has done such things. And we will get into that pastime later on. But for now, let's concentrate in today's verse and see how they can help us prepare to celebrate the appearance of Lord Krishna tomorrow being Janmashtami. So in essence, Maharaj Parikshit's question arises because such a position cannot be achieved by ordinary dedication, but only by the highest form of pure devotion, and that performed over and perfected over lifetimes. And then we are seeing that how although Vasudeva and Devaki, Mother Devaki, are Krishna's biological parents, as he appeared directly from Mother Devaki's womb, out of his deep satisfaction with them, they were unable to relish these intimate and playful stages of his babyhood, childhood. We know the story on why Mother Devaki and Vasudeva were in prison due to Kamsa's fear, and how Krishna was immediately transferred to Gokula after his appearance, after his birth, to the home of Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yasoda. And as a result, Mother Devaki never experienced the most basic motherly joy of nursing her child. On the other side, Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yasoda immersed daily in Krishna's childhood, feeding him, rocking him to sleep, dressing him, scolding him, and just watching all his mischievous pranks. So these activities are not ordinary. They are so spiritually potent that merely hearing or chanting about them can cleanse the heart of all material contaminations. No matter how many times we hear these pastimes, they are so nectarian that when we want to listen more time again and again, that we're not tired of listening to them. They are bringing us so much joy, and we can just imagine, the scenes of Krishna ever interacted with everyone, with Mother Yasoda, with Nanda Maharaj, with the gopis, whether it's stealing butter, giving them hard time. We can just imagine and relish. So Parikshit Maharaj, hearing about these extraordinary interactions, naturally wonder what kind of penances Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yasoda must have endured to have such an exalted position. And the answer, again, is pure, selfless love for Krishna, cultivated over lifetimes. That is the only qualification. And among all relationships, the parental mood, the Vatsalya Rasa of Mother Yasoda and Nanda Maharaj is eternally supreme in sweetness. Srila Prabhupada said that the closest thing to real love is actually the love from a mother to her child. Krishna is the original father, and Lord Brahma declares in Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Paramaha Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. Krishna, who is known as Govinda, the Supreme Godhead, he has an eternal, blissful spiritual body. He is the origin of all, and he has no other origin. He is the prime cause of all causes. So Krishna is eternal, the Supreme Godhead, and possessing an eternal name, form, qualities, pastimes. All of them are the same. There's no difference between Krishna and this. So his beautiful bluish form, holding a flute, radiates knowledge, bliss, and love. His original form as Krishna is uniquely personal and full of inconceivable spiritual energies. The impersonal Brahman is merely the distant radiance of his blissful conscious being. And his original identity as Govinda, he is the cowherd chief of Gokuda and the beloved of the gopis, the ruler of Goloka. And he is the root of all causes. So in the next verses, we will find the answer to an important question: whether their position is attainable by ordinary devotees. Srila Prabhupada has explained that although Drona and Dara were Nityasiddha, eternally liberated, their story is an example on how the Lord fulfills their heartfelt desires of the devotees, of his devotees. And even if those desires are expressed over multiple lifetimes or in different forms. I'm not going to touch on Drona and Dara because that is the topic for tomorrow. But as a prelude, Srila Prabhupada explains in his purport that when Krishna descends to the material world, he never comes alone. Whether he manifests his pastimes in the material realm, every time he brings his entourage, his eternal associates, Nityasiddhas, from the spiritual world. And the Brahma Samhita 537 confirms that Krishna again eternally resides in Goloka Vrindavan, surrounded by his intimate companions, who are expansions of him, of his own internal spiritual energy. Again, Nanda Maharaj and Mother Yasoda are not ordinary conditioned souls. They are eternal manifestations of Krishna's own personal energy and forever acting as his parents in the spiritual world. Similarly, Vasudeva and Devaki are also eternal father and mother of Krishna in his Dwarka pastimes. So whenever Krishna descends, this same personality is also descend to enact the exact same love and relationships with him. Their love is not created in time, it's actually part of their eternal identity. However, Maharaj Parikshit wanted to clarify a deeper point. Is it possible for an ordinary human being to attain such exalted position through spiritual practice? So this introduces the distinction between Nitya Siddhas, eternally perfect associates of the Lord, who are never bound by material conditioning and who are expansions of Krishna's own being, and sadhana siddhi. So the souls who were once conditioned, but through intense devotional practice, sadhana bhakti, then they accumulated all the piety, the sukriti, and achieved perfection and are awarded a role in the Krishna's pastimes. So, can a soul who is not eternally liberated still by devotion be able to reach the level of intimate service seen in Mother Yasodhananda Maharaja's relationship with Krishna? You will have to tune in tomorrow at the same time to find out, because I don't want to jump ahead of tomorrow's speaker. But for now, let us pause. Let us take a moment to turn our hearts toward what we will be celebrating tomorrow. And I'm not speaking about the activities we will undertake or we are already undertaking, as many of the devotees have been working tirelessly for days now. And even as I speak, I can see many still going around making sure that everything is going to be in place. So I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the services that we have signed up for. Instead, I pray that in the midst of these festivities, we'll find a moment to truly connect with Krishna. A moment to say, thank you, Krishna, for allowing me to come in touch with you, for your mercy and for your forgiveness. Thank you, Krishna, for letting me come close to you. Our day-to-day activities, then even while preparing a festival, we sometimes tend to forget what the real objective is of the celebration. So Janmashtami is not only the story of his divine appearance, it is an invitation to find him again in the secret chambers of the heart. He is there and he's calling us. The question is, are we listening? He descends out of his causeless mercy. He descends to restore dharma, to dispel darkness, to protect those who love him. The Lord has everything, and yet what he longs for is us to go back to him, back home. We all know the history behind the pastimes of Lord Krishna, and every year we particularly revisit that and the reason for his appearance. But once the Janmashtami is over, do we continue to remember him and keep the spirit of the celebration alive in our hearts? Srila Prabhupada's simple yet profound instruction, always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna, is the essence of all devotional life. It reminds us that no matter how busy or absorbed we become in our day-to-day activities, the heart of our activity must be Krishna himself. Once during Janmashtami festival in Boston, devotees were rushing in all directions, eager to make everything perfect for the celebration. In the midst of this, one devotee hurried past with a cart and nearly hit Mother Isha, a gentle elderly disciple of Srila Prabhupada, and who had the special service of transcribing Srimad Bhagavatam. So instead of reacting in frustration, you almost hit me. No. She simply smiled and asked, do you think of Krishna today? That single question pierced through the business and bringing the true purpose of the day into focus. While it is natural to want the festival to run smoothly and look beautiful. The real perfection lies in keeping Krishna at the center. Janmashtami is not only a time to celebrate Lord Krishna's appearance, but also an opportunity to pause, reflect, and look within our hearts. When we truly remember Krishna, our actions naturally become caring and considerate. When we forget Krishna, even well-intentioned service can lose its sweetness. So Janmashtami is not just once a year festival. It is a reminder of our relationship that can be celebrated every day. The appearance of Lord Krishna on this earth is a divine invitation to deepen our connection with Him, not only through grand festivals, but also through quiet, daily remembrance that He resides as Paramatma in the heart of every living entity. And this awareness transforms how we see the world, how we respect others, our compassion towards others, and loving exchanges that with all beings. We cannot say I love you, Krishna, but then we misbehave with everybody else. And sometimes we do that with our dear and near ones. Krishna is in their heart as well. So in this way, Janmashtami becomes once again, or becomes rather an ongoing celebration. Live moment by moment as we honor the Lord within ourselves and within others. And thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Srila Prabhupada, because without you, I could say, I could speak for myself, would never have come to the path of Krishna consciousness. So always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Thank you so much for the opportunity to serve Srimad Bhagavatam. And please join us tomorrow for Kirtan, Abhishekan, Vrindavan Village, cultural program, Prasadam, and much, much more. Please see our flyer and information in our website, iskconphoenix.com, or in our Facebook page at Iskcon Phoenix AZ. Again, thank you very much. Panchakapadrupescha, Kripa Sindhu Vevacha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Hare Krishna.